and welcome to the Exactpro Systems YouTube channel. My name is Daria. I'm Senior Marketing Communications Manager and a member of the research team with Exactpro. With me today is Alyona Bulda, Head of Exactpro's Global Exchanges Division. Hi Alyona, and thanks for being here today.
Hi Daria, thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
Today we'll talk about the software testing services we as a company provide to exchanges worldwide.
Yes, I will start with a few words about the Exactpro client network, which includes more than a half of world's top 20 exchanges and clearinghouses. I have over 10 years of experience of software testing for European, Australian and US-based exchanges. One of the recent projects my division completed was with Memex, also known as Members Exchange, which currently boasts being the fastest growing US equities exchange. They began trading in September 2020 and just announced exceeding 3.3% of market share and 5.7% exchange market share in July this year.
Now that we understand the fundamentals, could you talk about what objectives we as a quality assurance provider typically pursue on a project?
Well, most of our clients are regulated market infrastructures. Due to this, they all have to meet stringent, high-quality global and local standards. This includes supporting and testing various types of order entry, market data, and other third-party systems facing protocols. In addition, this implies supporting different types of market data feeds that are able to provide information to various participants, especially when exchanges would like to minimize changes for those participants. Needless to say that the platform may need to support miscellaneous asset classes and their matching logic that can attract new participants. A variety of order types in the matching logic, the safeguard mechanisms, the non-functional characteristics such as low latency, fault tolerance, and so on. We need to support these distributed multilateral infrastructures. We need to check if these various types of protocols are in line with what's expected, whether the market data updates are consistent, whether the complex matching logic works as expected, whether the safeguards mechanisms are really defending the stock where it's needed, and also whether both local and international regulation requirements are met. Not only that, but we also need to test specific functionalities, their edge cases, as well as the cases where these functionalities overlap. Not to mention having to cover the countless pages of the rulebook. From experience, we can conclude that most of the defects occur in cross-functional areas, as well as at the confluence of functional and non-functional testing. So it's one thing to test the functionality itself, but quite another to see if it can withstand double or triple the expected load. At the same time, we need to make sure that the system behaves consistently for all participants connected to the platform.
Alyona, how does Exactpro approach the tasks at hand, and how is the workflow set up? Exactpro's great emphasis is on its services being a holistic software testing approach underpinned by the processes, platforms, and people concept. Could you talk a bit more about that?
Yes, that's a very accurate way of putting it, Daria. We put processes first because that's the framework ensuring that everything else falls into place. To describe the workflow in more detail, we work closely with the client team, starting from the initial analysis and design of the test scenarios for the available specification and system functionality. Thanks to this, we get a head start where we are able to implement auxiliary test approaches to reconcile the system endpoint streams and verify their consistency. Our process are underpinned by the test approaches that we fine-tuned due to various industry use cases. And if you learned anything, it's that starting the testing as early on as possible is crucial for defect prevention at later, costlier stages of the software development lifecycle. As for the platform's component, Last December, we launched our new next generation test automation framework, TH2, on several software testing projects. We are now in the process of rolling it out across our entire client base. The platform helps us combine active test approaches with passive data consistency checks and reconciliation. In addition, TH2, integrated into the CI/CD testing pipeline, provides a set of stubs and drivers, including the away market simulator, which enables deep testing of the related features. The test platform uses a microservices-based architecture. It's cloud-native and uses Kubernetes orchestration to schedule test containers across a cluster, scale those containers, and manage their health over time.
Right. It's worth mentioning that with regard to technology, TH2 capitalizes on the Exactpro expertise of building software testing tools for the financial industry for well over a decade.
Yes, that's correct.
Right. So last but not least, the people component.
Sure. We are lucky to have attracted and retained a truly superb team of specialists. The people component includes the key human competencies for delivering mission-critical systems. Exactpro builds software to test software, to be able to verify complex systems that underpin global financial markets. To ensure the required level of the services is being met, the company follows the zero outage industry standard in its human capital development strategy. Exactpro shares the standard's holistic view on going beyond technology and emphasizing that not only are platforms, processes, and security are essential to IT services, but that people are the backbone of every organization and every project.
Right. A brief side note for our viewers. The Exactpro team regularly attends zero outage trainings. There are 2 training course reviews available on our channel should you find the topic interesting. So, as we wrap up for today, I'd like to thank you, Alyona, for breaking this down for us.
Thank you, Daria.
And let's thank our audience for tuning in. If you want to learn more about TH2 or the services that Exactpro offers to the financial industry, do request a demo on our website at exactpro.com or reach out to us via email at the address you're seeing on the screen. We'll see you later.